Hey guys, and welcome back. Today, we are rating fan builds, but not just any fan builds. These are the best creations in the Discord server. And it looks like we're starting out with like a stylized 8-bit telescope. This is sick. I feel like it's 8-bit and cell shaded, which I have never really seen. I would love to see a black outline on it just so I can see it and it really sells that toon shaded effect or cell shaded, whatever you want to call it. This is really cool though. I'm going with an 8 out of 10. Oh my, this, I don't know. It's cool. It's stylized, but it kind of screams toolbox. Hear me out, okay? These buildings, over-textured, like, kind of realistic, right? And then these rocks, low poly, but not. Like, you can see all the flat faces. They're not shade smooth, auto smooth, which is a weird thing for a stylized build. And then we have very quality textured plants like these, but the ground texture is really bad. So I gotta call it a toolbox mess, man. Prove me wrong. Whoever made this one, send me a DM and I will apologize personally. But for now, this looks like a bunch of toolbox assets that do not fit each other at all. I gotta go a 4 out of 10. Yo, we have some candy? Some cartoon. I don't know why I can't speak today. We've got some cartoon tools here. A pickaxe and an axe. Very simple, but very clean meshes. Not too overkill on the gradients. Like myself, I tend to overkill the gradients from black to white and every color in between. I'm trying. I'm gonna get better, promise. Anyways, these look really good, man. I'm gonna go with an 8 out of 10. Yo, these are actually sick. I can't tell if it's like a drawing or a textured, what did he say? Pirate egg for my pet pack. This is a model and you drew onto it? These look incredible, man. This is a 10 out of 10. It's more so than how they look. The actual skill that goes into something like this, you have to be a real artist, not just someone who can move vertices, aka me. That's a 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10 too, bro. These are sick. Bro, this guy might be the best egg creator on a Roblox. And what sucks is these are almost too good for the game he's probably going to put them in. I haven't seen one really nice, stylized, artsy simulator game. And if he makes the first one, I will bring back the gaming channel just to promote his game because of how good these look. This is another 10 out of 10, bro. That's insane. We know this guy. These are definitely drawings. I'm gonna go with like a 7. Some guitars, another very simple mesh, but it's just clean. I'm gonna go with a 7 out of 10 on this one too. Bro. Guys, it is currently 5 in the morning. I woke up at 2 a.m. for no reason at all. And this just makes me want to learn how to do stylized texturing. Now, this is a little too realistic for my liking and what I like to do on Roblox, but it looks insane, man. 10 out of 10. I need to just learn, bro. I need to learn. We gotta elevate soon. And you know why we have to elevate? Because there is a YouTuber named RoDev. Okay, I'm calling you out directly, my man. All right? Every single video he releases, he calls me out and says we gotta pass RoBuilder and subscribe.
So, guys, we have half of RoBuilder subscribers. Before the end of the summer, we want to take him over. Reminder to everyone watching, we are still on track to take over RoBuilder by the end of the summer. If you press subscribe right now, we can take over RoBuilder by the end of the summer.
And he is creeping up. However, if there's one thing I know, that a 1v1, me versus RoDev, we'll have to think of the challenge still. Has to be in the works, okay? You want to pass your boy? You want to pass RoBuilder and all of us? Well, guess what? 1v1 me, bro, all right? DM me. We'll figure it out. And don't let him pass me in subscribers, guys. Anyways, oh, you guys are not allowed to see this GFX that's on the screen right now. Hopefully, I remembered to blur it in editing. The guy DM'd me about this one and said, hey, bro, they told me not to release it, so please don't put it in a video. So I'm gonna just scroll past that. But you can see this GFX. Look, it's Albert in a comedy nightclub with Hasm and a bacon hair and Ice Spice and a minion. He's probably has some sort of relevance. I don't know him. And I think that might be Sketch back there. This is pretty cool. I like the grain effect on the back. I do think it was a little too overdone, but who am I to give GFX advice? Way out of my ballpark. I'm gonna go with an 8 out of 10. Bro, when did my server become a GFX server? I'm not even mad because this stuff looks sick, but like, whoa. That's a 10 out of 10, bro. Like, it's almost scary how good it is. I'm not clicking that. Sorry. This is pretty cool. Kind of flat. I would like to see a little bit more elevation changes, but it does work for the style he's doing. Very playful, very cartoony. It'd be cool with like animated doors and neon walls behind the doors and garage door and stuff like that. Maybe some animated smoke coming out the chimneys, but it looks pretty good overall. Just a bit flat. I'm gonna go with the... I wanted to give a 7, but that's just because I wanted to be nice. And I gotta quit giving 7s because it's such a cheat. I'm gonna have to give it a 6 because it's not quite an 8. Editor Roll Builder here. Yeah, I was tripping. That's definitely like a 7.5 or an 8. Not clicking that. This looks really good. It looks like it would go in Pet Sim. I mean, yeah, I don't know what else to say about it, man. It's an 8, I guess. I like the uniqueness here. You get an 8 too. I wish the trunk was a little longer, but with stylized stuff, proportions don't really matter. Like, this looks really good. All right. I've given this guy a lot of praise in this video, all right? These still look really good, but they're my least favorite so far, okay? He made big shoes to fill. I can't really tell what's going on. It looks like we have some sort of skyscraper in the middle, maybe a sky back here, and then some buildings back here, and grass. But out of all of them he showed us so far, these ones are the worst. Still better than anything I could do, but I'm gonna have to give these ones a 6, man. I don't get it. I don't get the vision. A little stylized map. This is cool, except I don't think it really has a purpose. I like the water. Rocks are cool. They're a bit on the realistic side for the map, I feel like. And the trees look cool and unique, but it doesn't feel like it all fits together well. It's not an 8. I can't say 7. It is a 6. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to speed this up a little bit, I think. 10 out of 10. What the heck? What are you doing, bro? Who's hiring you now? This is insane. I really like the stylized vibe. I really like the lighting. A little bit more on the realistic side than my liking, but this is the best one I've seen. Like, realistic stylized mix, the best one I've seen on Roblox. 11 out of 10. A GFX again? Is it loading? Okay, I was about to say, very low quality. 10 out of 10, bro. What is this? How do you... Oh, I should retire. That's nuts. This chair looks cool. It's stylized. Does everyone's stylized wood look the same? Is there a texture pack out here for Substance Painter that I just don't have? Hit your boy up. This looks cool. It looks like it would have been a torture device back in the day for some unspeakable acts. I'm gonna go with the... I can't say 7. I'm gonna go with an 8, reluctantly, but I feel bad for a 6 on this. I'm not gonna say the presents again. We already saw those. Okay, listen. This is a sick GFX, but I just feel like in comparison to what we've seen already in this video, it's not quite there. The grain is really heavy, the fog is really heavy, and it almost feels out of focus. So I gotta give it a 6, because it's still really good, but it's definitely not an 8, man. We got some cannons here. It looks pretty good. I think I like the darker one better. I like the colors of the lighter one for Roblox, but the darker one feels more put together. Still gonna go with a 7. Or I mean a 6, because I can't say 7. Not clicking that. I don't know. Like, I can't say anything too bad, because you guys have seen my attempt at making 3D animals, all right? But I'm not a big fan of this one. I like the idea, cherry blossom antlers, some moss growing on its back, or maybe, I hope. But I'm not a big fan of it. I'm gonna have to go with a 6. I appreciate the effort. Oh, how do I rate this one? I'm gonna give it a 6 as well, for the simple fact that the rose looks amazing. The shattered rose, particles coming off, everything like that looks crazy, right? Super detailed. And then the base sword just like, it feels like it doesn't hold up. Like, I almost feel like they made the rose and they were like, bro, this is sick. And then they were like, man, I gotta hurry up and finish this thing. 10 out of 10 again. Once again, a little less grain. I don't know if it's a personal thing, right? Maybe grain is super popular in the GFX community. But for me, not exactly. I do like the idea of this though, and you captured both characters' likeness, all 3 characters' likeness pretty well. 10 out of 10. Tell me this isn't the same stylized wood. Maybe it's the same person who keeps posting them. I don't know, but it looks so much the same. 8 out of 10. Okay, I like the ideas here a lot. They did what I said earlier in this video that I always do as well. They kind of overdid it with the gradients, and they don't really make sense. So first off, they copy and pasted the bones without switching the UV map. So we have the shadow or the dark part on the bottom of this one, well, on the left bottom, and then the right bottom, and then left bottom, and then right top. And it doesn't feel right because the sun's not hitting it all the same way. The models themselves are cool. I just think the textures need some work. 6 out of 10. How do I feel about this? I almost get the sense of AI generated just because like the smudging, but that could also be their art style. So I don't want to call them out and say it's AI without proof. If it is AI, I'm not gonna rate it, but if it's not AI, you can have an 8. I think I'm gonna have to go with a 6 out of 10 on this one. Nothing about it's really doing it for me. I get this comment a lot, and I'm about to say it to someone else. It's too bright. It's too bright. My eyes hurt. I like the little animals, but other than that, it just feels bright. 10 out of 10. There's something about stylized environments and then just having the dummy in it. Like, this looks like a drawing, man. It's so good. 8 out of 10. I like that a lot. I feel bad. This would be a genuine 7 because 6 isn't fair, but 8 isn't fair. This was a 7. I mean, it's cool, but it's like the same pet over and over. I think I'm getting a little tired of seeing it. I'm just gonna say 4 because someday we're gonna have to move on from the cubed pet. Honestly, someday we're gonna have to move on from pets in general and just switch it out with something that is more fun and can actually enhance the gameplay. Icon for their game? Okay, listen. I don't know. Once again, with art, it's so hard to tell if it's AI generated. I'm not gonna rate it. The only reason I feel like it's AI generated is because we have some weird text up here, and that could be their watermark. They have like a sketchy style. If it's not AI, I'm gonna give it a 6. If it is AI, I'm not gonna rate it. But guys, that is all of the best creations in the Discord server as of now. If you did enjoy this video and want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.